In thinking about confidentiality, we have to address it school-wide on a staff level. First and foremost, we have to have policies in place that speak to what our expectations are for confidentiality. Then we have to live by them, starting with the administrators and going down into the teaching staff, and not straying from it, really being as strict with ourselves as we can. Great examples are usually found in breaches of confidentiality happen in the teacher's lounge area, wherever they're spending time with each other. So that's probably the first place where we have to be aware of ourselves and our own areas of weakness and our own need to vent about different things that have happened, issues that have happened. We have a saying around here that comes from Selma that's complain only to the person who can do something about it. And if it's not someone who can do something about it, then you're probably breaching some confidentiality there. In relating with parents is probably the other place where parents of their own, without any malintent, they don't mean to force us to breach confidentiality, but they also want to know the real story and they want the inside scoop. And so parents might hear from their child, you know, oh, Johnny is the one who did this, and they'll come to school saying, I need to talk to Johnny and what's going on with Johnny. Our response to a parent who wants us to speak about someone else's child has to be very consistent. And what I usually would say is, just as I would never speak to someone else about your child, I cannot speak to you about someone else's child. However, I can assure you that, like I'm sitting here with you having a parent-teacher conference about this, I also sit down with any parent where there's any kind of concern going on in the classroom with their child. And now let's focus on your child. And then we have to talk about strategies to help their particular child so that they have something to do and their focus is shifted away from what are you going to do about that child to how can I best help my own child in this difficult situation.